up, everybody? What up, everybody? Let's talk about it. It's April Dawn. What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. Let's talk about it.
Everybody, it's April Dawn. Let's talk about it. This is Insecure Season 5, Episode 5. So, luckily for you guys, my son woke me up at the ass crack of dawn. So I'm up anyway. So I said, you know what? I'm going to make these videos. This is for my people who need something to watch on Thanksgiving Day, because we know all our normal YouTubers are off on Thanksgiving Day. But fortunately for me, I'm a procrastinator and I got a lot of shit to do. So you're getting these videos after everybody else's, okay? So y'all might have seen me in the comment section of 4H Rock's video yesterday, because baby, she was saying some things and I was agreeing and I was disagreeing and I was agreeing. Okay. So like, I love her. Season 5, episode 5 of Insecure. I don't want to waste any. Did I say that already? I don't want to waste no time. Let's go ahead and get started. So we start off this episode where Molly is humping on somebody's face. They spelling her name. I think it's Cliff. If I'm not mistaken, it's Cliff from the last episode. So Molly getting some, and then she gets a call that her mom is in the hospital. And basically this whole episode is Molly centric. And, you know, that they're discussing her mom being in the hospital. And, you know, like when people get sick and things start to happen, you start to realize your mortality. I think this is a part of life that I'm going through right now, or I have been through. And when I was about 35, 36, 37, a little bit, I want to say older than maybe these girls on this show, that you get to a certain age, young people who watch me, that you start to realize your mortality. When you 20, you think you're going to live forever. You think nothing can ever stop you from living the life that God has planned for you, honey. And then when you make 30 something years old, and then your friend died from cancer, and this person started dying, and their parents, and you start seeing your aunts and uncles get old. This is a part of life, and you start to reevaluate what's important to you. You know, then going to the club and fighting with niggas in the street and going to jail and all that kind of stuff should seem less important to you as you get older. I think that's why older people prioritize things like peace, because as you get older, you have more drama, more bills, more health scares, more this, more that, and other, and things come into priority other than trying to find a damn boyfriend. Okay. So I think this is where these ladies are, and that's what we see with Molly throughout this episode. So we see that she gets the call. Like I said, she's at the hospital. Her mother is unconscious. They don't know whether she's had a stroke or not, child. And when they go in there, they have the family that has the same makeup as their family that the doctor thought was their family. Although it was funny to me when that family, when they realized it was wrong family and they turned around and looked at each other, it was also sad, because now you realize that this family is finna go in and their mama is about to die. So that was really sad. I thought it was funny and sad. Like I laughed, and then I was like, damn, that's messed up for that family or whatever. But it was a cute little bit. Baby Auntie Kiki had me rolling this whole episode, honey. She said her cough is usually, it's like a
but normally it's a
so like, do she have cancer? Okay, let her know. So Issa and Nathan are at the house being fucking weird with each other. I mean, we don't know if they boyfriend, girlfriend, they dating, but they both have free time that day. So, you know, they're trying to figure out weirdly if they're going to spend their free time together, which is annoying about both of these characters. It's like, y'all like each other. You done profess to like each other. Okay, girl. Like, just ask nigga what he doing today. You want to spend some time with him. Period. Okay. So, you know, but she gets a call and she has to go to the hospital to take care of Molly. Okay. So last season, I don't know if this would have happened. Well, it probably would have happened because she was at the hospital. I mean, that's extreme, you know, but, you know, they were at odds last season with emotional support for each other. Right. But this season, she hops up, she goes to the hospital. It's nothing. Nathan drops her off and she's steadily being awkward, telling him, you know, you ain't got to pick me up. You know, he's like, girl, just tell me if you need some help, girl. Damn, whatever you need, I got you. She goes up there, she talks to Molly. Molly gives her the rundown about what's going on with their situation, and she offers, you know, to help Molly. Do you need something? Do you need food? Do you need this? And she said, well, do you need some clothes? Like, because Molly had her whole attire on from the other night. She had this badass dress on. So she was like, okay, well, we could just change now, you know, and I'll go to your house and get you some clothes or whatever, or I'll change later. So she changes into Molly's dress, which Issa killed that shit. Okay, you ever put on something that your friend wearing? You be like, bitch, this is, ooh, let me find out. I look good in this, huh? Let me find out. Okay, let me find out. You not getting this dress back. She goes out of the building. Oh, before they do that, Molly thanks Issa for everything that she's done for her. She's really been there for her, and she appreciates, her basically. She really appreciates her for helping her. And this is the time when real friends show up. Once again, when you're out of your 20s, life starts to come at you real fast. People start having babies, people get married, and your friends' dynamics will change. It's not because people don't like you or whatever the case may be, but people's, they start to solidify who they are as an adult. And if you're a family person, if you're a person who like to go to work, there's people who don't like to go to work. There's people who like to do bullshit. You know what I mean? There's people who are just young and single, and you have a family. So that's just a different dynamic and makeup, and you won't be able to hang together all the time. Some of those friends you won't even have anymore. So if you notice, Kelly wasn't there, Tiffany wasn't there, nobody damn wasn't there. Okay, the closest friend to her was there. So Molly appreciates her. And as Issa leaves the hospital, she runs into some people outside, and the girl is like, wow, you look like a model. Issa's like, thank you. And the dude was like, she high. She tripping, bitch. You don't look like no model. Why they always doing this to Issa? It's hilarious, but they always doing this to her character. I love it. So she gets back in the car with Nathan, and Nathan's like, damn, I wasn't going to say nothing, but you look good. Okay, so they go back to Molly's house. They're going to change, she's going to change clothes, and they notice that Molly has a dog. Now, I ain't gonna lie, as a dog person, this kind of threw me off as a little insensitive, okay? Because first and foremost, Issa, you ain't gonna just say he a house dog, he know what to do. He's still a fucking dog. He's still a damn dog. He need to be walked and fed. Nathan is like, damn, you ain't got no water. You just wasn't gonna feed the nigga. Like, oh, she love him. Oh, yeah, she love him. I was like, Issa, don't do that. So they take the dog for a walk, and while they're walking, they have this pointless ass conversation. I understand that this season is developing stories and storylines and characters, and I appreciate that, but we was hoping for a little bit more drama this season. Y'all set it up Tyler Perry style. I told y'all don't do that. Okay, I told y'all don't make Condola pregnant. Don't do that. Okay, that's a Tyler Perry storyline. So if you was gonna go with Tyler Perry, if you was gonna go soap opera, okay, we wanted you to stay in that lane and then give us some more drama. But this is not happening. We having pointless conversations with him walking with her down the damn street talking about nothing, girl. Nathan is dressed for the morning, the afternoon, and the evening, bitch. He don't know. He got Keds on. He got socks on them first edition prototype felines, bitch. I don't know what with this beard that won't connect. And I'm sorry, y'all, Nathan just look a little dusty to me all the time. Like, he looks dusty at all times. Like, I don't know if it's because his beard don't connect. I don't know what's going on, honey, but Nathan is not the T. Lawrence ain't the T either. Even though Lawrence be more put together, he more J. Crew. He fine, he cuter. To me, he's finer because he tall and sexy. But other than that, Lawrence ain't got shit going on either, because he just as awkward as Issa is, and he don't know what the hell he want either. I just want her to find somebody new. I wanted somebody new for her this season. Not Daniel either, okay? Because Daniel had his own toxic masculinity bullshit, okay? I just wanted her to find somebody new, which they didn't. But anyways, back to the story. They walking down the street, and we get a call from Raquel Robinson. I will always see her as Tasha Mack. I do not see her as Issa Mama. Tasha Mack is like the iconic character of this lady. She will never not be Tasha Mack to me. But she calls and she tells them, because Issa had called her mama and Nathan had called his mom too. Because, this makes you, like I said, reflect. When people mama in the hospital, make you call your mama, right? So Issa, her mom calls and she's telling her, yeah, you right. We should spend time together. We should do this. We should do that. I got this book club. What you doing for the next 8 Sundays? I got this book club, and it's a Christian book series. But I heard that it's a little hard to get into once they get to the gate, bitch, okay, that's when it's gonna be good, girl. So and who you with? Who you keep talking to? Give him the phone. So she give Nathan the phone. Hey, how you doing? Are you my daughter's boyfriend? And he was like, yes. Boom, 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 ding, 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 ding. We don't even say shit like that no more in 2021, girl. A man asked me on the day. First of all, he was 12 years than me. Sidebar story time. I met a youngin' at the gas station. He was 28 years old. And the whole time I'm looking at him like, baby, this ain't what you want. I got a new baby. This a ready-made family. This ain't what you want, okay? You so beautiful. You this, you that. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So I gave my number. I said, you know what? We're going to give him a try. We're going to see. Maybe, maybe I could just have me a good time, because that's all I want is a good time. So he texted me. We texted for a few days or whatever, and then he was like, let's get together. I said, cool, let's get together. He was like, all right, well, what do you have in mind? I said, it was Sunday. I said, I could get a babysitter on Sunday. I could wrangle up a babysitter. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we could just meet, hang out, have a drink or whatever. Never heard from him again. I thought it was freaking hilarious that even at the suggestion of a date, I would never hear from you again. Funny to me. It is so pitiful out here, y'all. It's piss in the dating pool. Okay? It's piss all up in it. You don't want to be in it. I don't even want to be in it. And I told him when we talked, I don't even date. I'm not dating. I don't want to date nobody. After experiencing what I experienced, I don't want to date anybody. At this time, I just want to live in my new house and take care of my child and hope that I meet a nice man one day. Okay, but child, he said he was going to try me anyway. But at the mere suggestion that he would have to spend 1 quarter to actually court me or take me out, I never heard from him again. So the fact that Nathan admitted that he was her boyfriend in front of her mama is like fucking, you might as well say they getting married because the bar is in hell. Okay, the bar is in hell, bitch. The bar is in hell. All right. So he says yes, and Issa kind of lights up a little bit. And after they get off the phone, she was like, oh, you didn't have to say that. And he was like, nah, it's cool or whatever. And I like the fact that she didn't dwell on it. She didn't beat it into the ground like she normally would have beat it into the ground. But she didn't do that. So they pushed on or whatever. So she was like, my mom, she's just kind of all over the place since her and my dad broke up. She needs to figure out what she want to do and, all of that. And Nathan was like, Basically, he was saying, bitch, it sound a lot like you. You need to figure out what you want to do, and you be all over the place. But Nathan, let's not do that because you be all over the place too, sir. You got a few issues. Now, we know you medicated now, okay? But let's not act like you ain't got issues. We all got issues. We all got issues. Right before they can get into that conversation, they realize that they have lost the dog. So the dog is off, child, running somewhere. And let me tell you another thing that my dog, my King is my baby, y'all. He a big ass Labradoodle. That's my baby. If you lost my goddamn dog, bitch, and you was just strolling down the street casually, I'm beating everybody's ass. Okay? Girl, you was supposed to be running your ass down the street saying,
Flavor Flav! Flavor Flav!
You supposed to be howling and screaming and passing out flyers, bitch. You supposed to be down to the Kinko's doing something. My mom in the hospital, and even she said I had one job. But y'all was just chilling. Just walking down the street, he'll come back. You in LA, bitch, he wasn't never coming back. That expensive ass dog, somebody was gonna take that dog and y'all were never gonna see that dog again. Child, they was too casual for me about the dog. Molly is with her family and they're sitting down eating and she's getting texts from Cliff like I said, what's more important, your mama or some random D, right? So she's looking like, boy, I don't even got time to talk to you. Auntie say somebody wanna pray on the phone. And they like, Kiki, we ain't got time for this, Kiki. Now cut it out. Then we get back to the estate. They say they're in the middle of planning their estate. And she's like, you're not finished? Wait a minute, what's going on? And then she gets a phone call from Taurine. Y'all remember this is her co-worker that she got into it with, but they kind of fixed their issue last season. So I like Taurine actually for Molly. And I think they kind of setting us up for them to get together maybe. I don't know. But it seems like maybe that's what's happening because Taurine is the only person I have seen on this entire series who really challenges Molly and motivates her at the same time. Jay, from first season 1, he challenged her, but he really just kind of tore her down and told her she was crazy. Andrew was just a bitch ass nigga. I didn't like the way he handled shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't like Andrew that much. The different men in her life, I feel like Taurine actually has everything that she wants, right? No kids, degrees, money, everything. And he is enough to challenge her. And I kind of like him for her. We'll see what happens with that. But he calls her and asks her if she done on a project with her part on the project that they have to do. And she tells them, no, she needs a little bit more time or whatever. And he's like, okay, well, such and such can do it. He gives her an out, which is nice of him. He gives her an out. But Molly is a control freak. We know Molly wants to do whatever she said she was going to do, even if she can't do it. Okay, she's telling him she can. So hopefully she can come through with this work and not mess up on this job, girl, because we don't need that. Okay, just for y'all, it's okay for y'all not to do stuff. It's okay for you to miss out one big opportunity. If you missed it, it's okay. another opportunity will come, and maybe the opportunity wasn't the opportunity that you needed to shine. Maybe it was something else that's better for you. So, I feel like sometimes you need to put your family first, because that building, the firm and everything is going to be there, whether you there or not. Okay, so your mama might not. So, I would have told him no, but she told him yes. So, I don't know. Molly backing herself into a corner once again. Later on, we see Molly is in the room, and she's talking to the doctor about things she needs to do to, to the nurse or whatever, about things she needs to do to her mom. She looking on WebD, and the lady's like, oh, you one of them, right? Well, I don't think this is right for your mama, because your mama had a stroke already. And so she like, oh, she had a stroke already. And Daddy was like, yeah, she had a stroke. She didn't want to tell y'all. She didn't want y'all to worry. And so Molly is very offended by this, because she feels like, damn, why y'all didn't tell me that mama had a stroke? Like, that's messed up. She didn't feel like we could handle whatever was going on with her, whilst her brother is talking to her mama, whispering her ear about damn paprika. I cannot. So I already told the story about Nathan and Issa finding the dog or whatever, or casually walking around to try to find the dog. But while they're walking, Nathan does tell this story about how, people used to mess with him in the neighborhood. They let out his dogs, and his daddy told him if he lost his dog, somebody mess with you, I'm gonna mess with you 10 times harder or whatever. And it was low-key abusive, low-key child abuse. Okay, and she's like, damn, that's messed up. It wasn't even your fault. Nathan kind of doesn't comment on it. He kind of just says, well, that's fine. If I lost it, I would have blamed it on my cousin or whatever. And she said, good, because I'm gonna blame this dog on you if we can't find this dog. But it kind of gives you a glimpse into the emotional shit that was going on in Houston, Texas with Nathan when he was a kid, and an indicator to maybe why he has some of the issues that he has or whatever. So that was just a little dot for y'all, just a little dot. And I feel like Nathan has a lot more to him that we don't know about, that we're going to discover. So the doctor comes into the room and tells Molly, nobody else is there, that there's significant damage from the stroke, and he thinks that there's going to be some paralysis as a result. And she's like, no, what do you mean no? Like, she's upset about it, but the family comes in, and I'm assuming that they don't show us, but she has to tell the family what's going on. So as Issa and Molly sit out on the curb at the house by Molly's house, has Issa and Nathan sit on the little bench in front of Molly's house. They're hoping that the dog comes back home. They just begin to talk, and she says, I couldn't have got through this day without you. You know what I'm saying? You really calm me down. That's why I love you. And so when she says that, Nathan does not say anything back, y'all. He looked at her, he kissed her, and he smiled like, but he said anything back. I don't think that it's because he don't love her. I think it's because he wants to be sure that what he's saying is real. He wants to be sure that Issa is sure, because Issa had flaked on him before, more than once. Okay, so he flaked on her, you know what I mean? But she again flaked on him. So I think that he wants to be sure, like going back to the early in the episode when she was, when he was trying to say she was all over the place. And as we can see at the end of the episode, she's still talking about she loved Nathan. But if you feeling these swings all in your heart after a year later, even though it's understandable, you still got something there for Lawrence. So I think he just wants to be sure before he says it out loud. I'm not sure, but what do y'all think about that? Dog runs up. They have found Tic Tac. What's his nigga name? Flavor Flav. They found Flavor Flav. And they are all back together again. It's all great. So Issa goes up there to visit Molly, and Molly is kind of like reevaluating her life and kind of thinking about like, damn, my mama had a stroke, and I was probably screwing some rando while my mama having a stroke. Like, she didn't even think I could handle what was wrong with her. And I feel a type of way about that. I don't want to be out of the loop. Like your loop, Tiffany loop, Kelly loop. Like, I want to be in your loop. And Issa like, girl, you gonna always be in my loop, and you doing amazing things. Like, don't feel guilty about maybe not doing what you're supposed to do, maybe about doing more as a daughter. I ain't gonna say supposed to, but as more as a child, because we in this situation now. Like, you doing the best you can do. Everybody is just doing the best they can do, and it's not like you purposefully not trying to see what's going on with your family. Some things they kept from you, Molly. So they have a good talk, and they really connect, and I really felt good about this relationship. They are really back, and I love that. So Issa offers to go get them coffee, and child, when she walk into that hallway, I said, bitch, I know it hurt. She sees Conglomerate and Baby. Do you know that Lawrence and Coco Melon don't even They ain't even got enough togetherness to give the child the same nickname. Do you notice? You notice that Condoleezza called him Eli and Lawrence calls him Ja? Do y'all know that? Do y'all notice that? That's how much they are not on one accord, okay? He sees Cornucopia, honey, and she with the baby just as cute as he wanna be. Okay, she don't see Lawrence at first. Lawrence is bent down underneath the stroller, but he stands up looking good as fuck, girl. Standing up looking good. And he looks at her, she sees him, he see her, she see him. Now Conclave, she don't see neither one of them. She goes forward and Lawrence follows her. So she goes around that corner, baby, and I know that heart dropped to the floor. It got to be hard to see the person that you wanted to be with living the life that you wanted to have with him with someone else. Woo! I know it hurt. I hope to give that hurt to somebody one day. I'm a petty bitch. Okay. She goes around the corner, she clutches her pearls. She's like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Obviously, she still got a swing for him because that shit hurt. And we saw in the preview that she does say something to them next week. Oh my God. I know it's going to be so weird. But yeah, so like I said, this season is good. This episode is good. We're getting more character-based stories. A lot of, character-filled development type of episodes. But bitch, we want some drama.
Prentice Penny. We would like some drama.
Showrunner. Y'all don't set up drama and don't deliver on the fucking drama. I did not want to see Nathan and Issa. I did not want to see Nathan and his kids in socks, bitch, and his 4 different outfits walking with Issa down the street talking about nothing, bitch, for 15 minutes. I don't give a shit. We get it. They're in a relationship. They like each other. We know that they have probably good talks. But Nathan he just seemed dry and no personality to me. I don't know. And they so awkward around each other. To me, now this is what I put in Rock's comments, was the 30 seconds of her looking at Lawrence and complicated. They had more chemistry than her and Nathan had the whole episode. I'm going to say that again. The 30 seconds that Issa was looking at Lawrence had more chemistry than the whole episode with Nathan. I hate to say that. I'm not saying they should be together, even though I know they're the love couple. I don't think they're going to get back together. I really think that she's going to end up this season by herself. She's going to be alone.